What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little minute since I made a video. Just wanted to get one out really quickly, man. This is a big game for the Vols, man. Really big game. Biggest game of the season, probably. Since it's the next game, of course, but it's win or go home. It's win or go home. This is what it's come to. It's come down to the last game of the season. Us versus Vandy. Both teams 5-6. Both teams fighting for a daggum bowl game to extend their seasons and get a couple extra practices in. And you're playing for pride at this point. Who's going to own the state of Tennessee? So big time ball game for us. Definitely a tough task ahead of us. We got to show up and bring our A game to get a W this weekend. But I expect the Vols to come out and do just that. I really do. I expect them to go out there and handle business. Vandy's got a good team. Well, I don't want to say they have a good team because I don't think they have a good team. But they make it tough on you sometimes. They play hard. They play with maximum effort. But I don't think they have very much talent on that roster. And a lot of you guys probably know, hey, I used to play for Vandy, and I played with some of those guys that are still on the team. And just kind of knowing those guys and seeing those guys in practice and kind of knowing who they were then and probably who they still are, there's a lot of areas we can attack these guys. We can attack these guys in a lot of different ways, exploit a lot of different matchups. They can have a great scheme in place or whatever, but there's only so much you can do for a team that's just superiorly, talented. And I think the Vols roll this weekend, man. I think Tennessee wins big. I think we win by at least 3 scores. And I think we'll really come out locked and loaded. I think we lost to Vandy a couple years ago, kind of overlooked them. And then, of course, lost them last year. Our season was over. Our program was in shambles. So of course we went out there and we weren't ready to play a daggone ball game. But I think this team, obviously, this is a game that we have to win. Like we have to win this game. We've lost these guys twice in a row. I think Pruitt's one of those coaches. We'll be able to kind of look back at his coaching career, and I think one of his statistics will be he never lost to Vandy. Like, I don't think Fulmer ever lost to Vandy. And if he did, it happened maybe once, and it was, probably the best team Vandy ever had. So, I don't expect us to go out there and to lose to these guys. Sorry, I hate people get over without using their turn signal. But I don't expect us to lose these guys. They're going to try to come out here and play defense on us and try to run the ball and try to, and they pass it pretty well too. But I think that we shut down that run game, and I think that they struggle to get separation from our DBs because they don't have great athletes on the perimeter. They have Elijah Liscombe. He's a legitimate receiver. He's good, and then that's really the only guy that can really get any separation. They have a big time tight end in Pinckney. He's a viable option. They just don't have very many weapons in the passing game. Despite having a pretty good quarterback, they don't have very many guys that can get open. And while they do have some decent running backs, I just don't see that offensive line. Just knowing those guys, knowing who they are, I don't see those guys being able to block our guys. I just don't see it. And maybe it's because I know those guys personally, and I kind of know who they were. But I'm telling you, man, we should dominate this team. We should win, like I said, by at least 3 scores. That's the minimum that I expect to see. I expect us to win by a minimum of 3 scores. I expect us to be able to move the ball on offense. They have some decent corners. That's one thing that we did recruit well when I was there, was corners. They have, of course, Williams is good, and they have Sheffield. I'm not even sure if he's even starting or who that other guy is for him. But they do have some decent corners. But I think their safeties are very exposable. There's one guy in particular, and I don't really want to say his name because he is one of my friends. Hopefully he doesn't see his video. But I'm just keeping it real, man. Number 5. one of their safeties. We can exploit the heck out of that guy. If we ever have one-on-one coverage, and number 5 is covering the slot one-on-one, if we have not identified that as an automatic check to a go route, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to lose my mind, because he will not be able to cut. When I say this guy cannot cover, I'm telling you, you can run right by that guy. You can run right by that guy. He'll come down and make some tackles, but put him in one-on-one coverage in space, he's going to struggle severely. So I want to see us exploit that matchup. I think we can exploit their safeties. And I think we'll be able to run the ball. I don't think their linebackers are elite. Their D-line is undersized. They play hard, very undersized. I think we should be able to get movement. I really do. I fully expect us to win this game by, like I said, at least 3 touchdowns. I fully expect that. We just have to take care of the ball, not make mistakes, not do dumb things to beat ourselves, and we win big. I think even with mistakes, we still find a way to win this game, because, failure is not an option for this team. I think we have a legitimate coaching staff, and I don't think that losing to Vandy is something that will be on their resume. I just have the utmost confidence heading into this week. That's just how I feel about it. But we'd love to hear you guys' comments, hear you guys' takes on it. I know I've been seeing some guys here and there saying that been hearing some guys here and there saying that they don't think we have much of a chance this week. That they think we'll lose. They don't see how we'll beat Vandy, stuff like that. We'd love to hear what you guys think. I mean, do you guys seriously think that we're going to lose? Do you seriously think that we should be underdogs in this game? And that we should expect to lose? I'd love to hear you guys' takes on it. Please comment below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and, hey, give me a thumbs up. And stay tuned for the next video.